think it's in here, unfortunately, so I can't give it to you.
Actually, they always have copies on there, but really so.
Anyways, Joux versus Blackout. Game 1 is going to be on Jules Vale. You do like to see, or you do typically see a lot of Jules Vale in a lower level play, just because it's such a simple stage. You know, it's especially the fact that it's like a Smashville like. A lot of people are familiar with this kind of layout of a stage, but the extra platform that kind of flows around every now and then, I think it's like, what is it, every 20-30 seconds or something that it comes out, definitely adds a bit of variability to the stage in general, which is very, very neat to see.
Absolutely. Ooh. And they got tether up there, but it's not enough to get a follow-up off of it. And double down smash with the wrap.
Joux definitely looking very comfortable piloting their character.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Blackout doing a good job of edgeguarding him though. No tether or what's it called? Mark on having no mark as Maypul makes it very, very difficult to recover. Especially against the character who is as versed in edgeguarding as Wrastor. So we're definitely gonna see that dynamic quite often.
Joux is doing a very good job on Maypul of holding onto the wall. He's the only character that can do that. So when you'll see them stick onto the wall and they'll wait just a second to mix up their timing, which is really good for avoiding that smash that Wrastor keeps throwing down that ledge.
Yeah, it's a very good soloing tool. I think actually Ori also has that, but yeah, there's only 2 characters in the game that have that capability.
Really?
Yeah. You don't see Ori's do it all that often because I don't think they often need to that much. Up B's pretty big, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the update. When you get hit by Lily now, even if you aren't wrapped, it takes away the mark. So if Blackout even accidentally runs into Lily, there's gonna be no more marks. So Joux's gonna have to be very cognizant of how they're marking Blackout and to keep him marked. The up out of it's done. I love it.
All right, that was a pretty one-sided first game, I'd say.
Yeah, 2 stock. We saw that earlier though as well, and Cubics was able to make it definitely a lot closer than it was in the first game. So hopefully we'll see some adaptation coming out from Blackout.
Adaptation and stage pick is going to be due.
This is Joux versus Blackout. Game 2, we're gonna see a familiar face in Fire Capital. I'm frankly not too familiar with how the Maypul and Wrastor matchup plays out, considering I don't really play these characters at all. I'm more of like a Rano, Clarin, Zetter is I think probably the most common triple, but I mean, Hesho, do you have any insight on this?
I have too much insight, but if it were to guess, this stage is probably not as good for Maypul because it's hard to get. Because the stage is so much bigger, it's just harder to get that conversion off Lily. Yeah. Like, you just have more space to avoid them. And meanwhile, oh wow, just walk up B. While Wrastor's slipstream is still going to be covering that whole entire stage, all of that space. He gets it from the full stage. So I'd say that this stage probably favors Wrastor because of that. What do you think?
I can definitely see that. The platforms are going to be helpful for Maypul, considering that the 2 in the middle are kind of center stage, so a lot of the options that Joux picks in neutral probably lead into it. Hopefully we'll see Joux utilizing that throughout the set, though I haven't... Lily at ledge is always good, actually. Though Joux doesn't seem too excited to be placing down Lily all the time. You know, in between stocks is only when they'll see it like there. But definitely not placing it down all the time, which is honestly a good thing, especially against a character who can be as fast as Wrastor.
Yeah, Wrastor, especially when slipstream is across, can get in and get those punishes, especially when you don't expect him to.
Yeah. Good little conversion from Joux.
Little conversion went for the 4 there, but didn't quite get it.
This is the down swing, I respect it. Oh wow, strain air. Maple is pretty light.
Yeah.
I don't know where she lands on the scale, but yeah, something like that at ledge is definitely gonna kill quite often. You have to be ready to DI a lot of things, especially when you're pressing a button. Nice deck.
Yeah, good deck.
Nice deck.
This deck again.
Yeah, she was definitely very ready for that. Oh?
Well,
Not
oh,
quite.
just barely not missing the tether follow-up. Good use of the up air rising mechanic to get back to stage.
I would
And
like
misses the tether follow-up again.
Yeah, I think Joux keeps on going above Blackout, which I'm pretty sure as Maypul you want to like go to the side of the character you're trying to hit, or else your up air is just gonna whiff. Though I would like to see, though Blackout did win that game, I would like to see Blackout being a little bit more proactive on the edge guards, as a few times he just kind of stood there, you know?
Right. Right, I agree. It's going to be interesting to see, because both players got 2 stock in each of their respective games they won, so it's going to be interesting to see how, I would say because Blackout won first, he has the advantage just because stage pick, but it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this plays out.
Oh, for sure. And game 3 is actually going to lead us to Frozen Fortress. I think I see this stage quite a bit around this level / my level. I don't know what it is. I think it's the affinity for it comes from, once again, like being able to live really long. Because when you have bad DI, being on a big stage just helps a ton, especially when you're as light as these two characters. I'm pretty sure Wrastor, other than of course Snake out of Mech, is the lightest character in the game. So it's gonna help Blackout out a lot.
And other things you were talking about, oh my goodness, went for the down there. Well, maybe it won't matter, but I was saying,
I didn't press the transition button.
you're talking about what do you call center platforms for Lily earlier. This is the centerest platform you can get. So anywhere to either side, Joux can really try and get a straight hit into that Lily follow-up.
Yeah, sorry about that, Joux. I'm still trying to get muscle memory for all the production things.
Of course.
Scraw. Honestly, the wrong side of the stage. I would like to see Blackout move to the other side of Joux to hopefully push him off the side of the stage that he's way more likely to die off of, considering he's just closer.
Oh, whiffs the parry, but doesn't quite get the punish off of it.
A lot of stray hits, 1-2 hit combos again, so I would... Working on your combos in this game is very important, considering that it can be very touch of death once you're pretty good at it.
Absolutely, and especially for a character like Wrastor or Maypul, when they can really get those, oh wow, stray F-Strong just kills in center stage.
So we have a game 4, Joux potentially about to lose their winner side life, which is not something you want to be doing early in the bracket. Because though this is winner semis, this is winners round 2 as well. So early on, you don't really want to be losing your tournament life, because then you just have to play more sets and it's more exhausting and all that kind of bad stuff.
Absolutely, momentum definitely matters, 100%.
F1, F2, then enter. I did not know it had hotkeys. That's pretty neat. Thank you.
Oh, so see, there he went for the tether nair instead of tether up air because he knew he was going too much to the side each time. So he's making that adaptation to try and get a different follow-up off of it.
Really kind of covering Joux's mistake there, but manages to make it back to the stage afterwards. It's so crazy how big Maypul's up strong is while also not being able to hit that top flat.
Feed off stage, very good.
Oh wow.
And
Blackout,
just, yeah, they're... Oh, wow. Up again.
Blackout for some reason wasn't quite ready for the tether. You have to be very aware when you're marked that Lily, especially when you sent that far off, or when she sent that far off. You want to be very aware of the fact that if you are marked, you should be ready to react to whatever side she's going to go to. Because I think as Wrastor especially, it's going to be a pretty big opening.
Absolutely.
Nice sword strong.
And... Go strong again.
Yeah, you're just kind of skirting around all the
Heck on the
strongs
platform.
because Blackout keeps on choosing them, you know? Just from knowing way it happens. Nice crouch cancel on the slipstream there. Not many lower level players are ready for that kind of thing, so that's pretty good awareness.
Absolutely.
Though of course when it's as telegraphed as that and as far as away, you would like to see a parry on it. Just to deny the slipstream entirely. Ready for
There's
that
the
time as
crouch
well.
cancel again.
Well, he's probably living to a very high percent on such a stage with small blast zones. It's quite
Right, and there's that wall cling weight to time out that strong, and there's the double down smash, double down strong. Just straight into an up strong off the top.
Yeah. So both players on their last stock here, you're definitely in a very dangerous situation, especially being down by 30%. Because when you're as light as these two characters, you do not want to be down any amount of percent.
Absolutely.
Oh? Just
That was big damage.
yeah, I think Blackout kept on thinking Joux was gonna DI out, but Joux was just like scared DIing, if you know what I mean. So it just kept on.
Absolutely, I've made that mistake.
Yeah. Especially when you're on someone's on their tournament life, you want to be very aware of like how they're DIing, because a lot of people when they're scared to like get knocked in the losers or knocked out of the tournament, they're just gonna be DIing in the whole time. So you can probably get like a free kill off of just that in itself.
Right.
Oh wow.
Oh, and you guessed the down smash. Or down strong. There's no wrap or anything.
Yeah, raw down strong, killing quite well, especially on a character as light as Wrastor when you aren't ready to really DI it. It's funny, this replay is called Game 6. Like that's a thing. Alright, in final game we're going to be going to one of the starter stages, a Merchant Port, an AZ favorite. Let me update the score too. I just remembered. Definitely a neutral stage, considering the fact that it is quite literally a neutral stage. Maypul gonna benefit quite a bit from the side platforms. Wrastor gonna benefit from the top platforms for his combo extension. So this could definitely play out in either way. Though the forward air there's gonna clip him right in the head.
Parry just opts for a sweet spot up B rather than trying to go for a combo conversion.
You know, should
Just for
definitely
guaranteed
be
damage.
instead of that, should definitely just be down tilting, because I'm pretty sure Scraw doesn't do all too much damage. If you down tilt on there instead, you can probably get like a down tilt fair at the very least, considering I think you have to slipstream out. So you should be going for a kill move like that in center stage at 80% on like any character.
Yeah.
So make sure you're optimizing your parry punishes as much as you can, because when you parry, it's very, very important to be able to get those conversions. Oh wow!
Wow, tech and reverse up B, what a reversal.
I'm just surprised that purpled off the top there from all the way down at like stage level.
Absolutely. Wrastor is... Well, I can't remember, is he the lightest or second lightest? It was either him or a character in the game.
I'm pretty sure the bird is the lightest.
Okay.
Back air. Back air is gonna eventually do a kill as well itself at this point. Yeah, I would say for Blackout, for your sake, honestly both these players' sakes, if you don't want to be getting your opponent to these high percents, you shouldn't be like prioritizing throwing out kill options more. You should be prioritizing throwing out combo options when they're in the percent range to be comboed into your kill moves. If you're in the situation where a Maypul is at 170, that you made a mistake earlier on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Nice up air though. Solid
Alright,
2-stock
up
at
air
mid-percent.
Yeah, up air goes up to the top.
By the way, Zoom Ender, is this better? I did change it while the set was ongoing. Alright. Joux versus Blackout is complete. I think now we're gonna be going into the losers bracket, the lower bracket. And we're gonna see Talia, a new face to the Rivals community, versus Flare, who I have not heard of, unfortunately.
Really cool getting to see new players all the time.
Oh, definitely. I love seeing people join the Rivals community. It's very, very fun here, so they should definitely do it more
Yeah.
often.
This is a game that I'm always like, one day I'm worried it will stop growing, but so far it hasn't. It's done very well, and that's really cool.
Definitely, definitely. Flare is him. And I think Talia, yeah, she did. Okay. Okay, let's see who they're playing now. Okay. Talia is gonna be on the Olympia, who is someone, since they've been nerfed, you do not see Olympia that often. But after the buff, frankly, to the down B, I think she's a pretty solid character.
I agree. Sylvanas is also, I'd say a pretty uncommon pick.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see what he can pull off